Hello and welcome back to Sovereign Syndicate for a admittedly relatively short recording because my voice is sore before I start recording this, and usually my voice is sore after I record this, so I shouldn't play with fire here. And yeah, just like maybe 3 episodes in this one, that's fine. I think we've read that before. First off, we're gonna go to Sister Susanna and ask about Leo, our old friend that we haven't seen in a long time, who has died, apparently. Better let her know that I'm done here. Thanks, sister. I have what I came for. Oh, well, it's you again. I'm very pleased, I assure you. I do wish the girl would bring the firewood, though. I hope she does. Goodbye, Susanna. Wait. Question a member of the clergy. We can... not you, I guess? Are there other members of the clergy? Okay, we cannot go down this way. Are there other members of the clergy around here that we could ask about this situation? Office? We've been in here, right? Is that where we just came from? It is. That is where we just came from. Okay, let's go back outside. I don't think I've seen any other member of the clergy in here. This is just this was the kitchen door that we could not enter. Let's go back up here. No one in here quite yet. It doesn't seem like there's anyone here either. Maybe there's some members of the clergy outside. So maybe we could check there. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything. There's just Mimi. There's a Bible. I think we've looked at the Bible before. Okay, so since Sister Susanna apparently doesn't really want to talk to us about it, I'm gonna try it once more, just in case. Can I not talk to her? Apparently I cannot. Okay, so I suppose we cannot talk to her quite yet. To Cable Street. Let's go outside again. Maybe there's a clergy member outside that we could talk to. If Susanna cannot do that for us, that's okay. Let's keep going. And let's see, is there anyone around here that would know something about Leo? There's just the policeman. You know what, screw it. Let's talk to the cop. A blue bander is blocking the door and observing your approach. Active investigation here. No one enters or leaves by order of Scotland Yard. He summons his best sneer as if I were something to scrape from the bottom of his boot. Morning, sir. If I could trouble you for a moment. Right then, Mr. Copper. Glad to meet you and all that. Step aside. If I could trouble you for a moment. Alright. That's close enough. Exactly what are you playing at? A down at the heels vagabond has no business here. Now skedaddle before I bash in that great square noggin of yours. He's fondling that bash of his like a favorite pet. Better keep smiling. Self-discipline. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot, or should I say hoof? I'm not here to cause trouble, mister. Or spryness. Look here, good man. Number 125 is my home precinct. I must have seen you on patrol, but I never got your name. Sure, why not? Kipling, goddammit. Officer Kipling to you. How goes the case? Yes, well, if you were wearing a badge, I'd know that, wouldn't I? The truth is, I was raised here as an orphan until I was 10 years old, and I've come to pay a visit. Officer Kipling, I fully understand the protocols of a criminal investigation, but I only need a few minutes. When I'm gone, you won't even remember I was here. Sure. Success? That's enough. But, you know. Alright. You can step inside for a moment, but that's it. Don't want no outsiders trampling all over the evidence, do we? That's done it. Now I can freely use the front door. Okay, let's take a look. I mean, that's not gonna get us anywhere new, right? That's just the same room again, and now I can access the front door, yes. And Susanna still doesn't want to talk to me? Nah, still doesn't want to talk to me. So I don't know where the member of the clergy would be that... let's take a look. Someone must know what happened to Leo all those years ago. Maybe someone associated with the church. Oh, a preacher at Sorry Square. Okay. That would explain why no one here wants to talk to me about it. Let's head to Sorry Square then. And I have to go there anyway. Wait, no, I think I have to go to the wharf as well. Because from what I've seen, I took a brief glimpse in here earlier. Always bet on gin. I should drop by his booth to see if the 4 shilling I parted with will fetch me more capital. So that makes me assume that the bet has concluded. Let's go to Sorry Square first, then the docks, and then we can take a look at the Palladium again. And I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see where that leads us. Okay. Now, of course, we've been everywhere, so this text is not new to us. Come on. Last chunk. Just a little bit more. Come on now. You can do it. There we go. Okay, where do we have the clergyman? What was his name again? The preacher that wanders around here? Calvin Quill, Gulliver Dawson, no. I don't know where... I think he's wandering around up there somewhere. Maybe we just barely missed him. I guess we can try. Just wait around. No, this is just another cop. Where's the clergyman? Is he not here? Usually he walks up and down this way. But it doesn't... Ah, Eli McBride. There he is. Let's talk to you, Eli. Mr. Daly, welcome. Let's press him for information about missing children. I have a serious subject to discuss with you, Eli, if you have a moment. Oh, and what might that be? Let's ask about Leo and the recently missing orphans. Given your experience with the church, I was hoping you might have more information on matters I've been looking into. A friend of mine at the Sacred Heart Orphanage went missing some decades ago, and 2 young orphans have recently disappeared from the church's care as well. Have you heard anything? Yes, I believe I know rather more than I'd like about that subject. May God forgive me. You see, I worked at Sacred Heart many years ago, under the head priest Franco, a brutal and unforgiving chap, not much of a Catholic at all to be honest, but it took me a long while, much too long to realize. Very interesting, please go on. Or, yes, I know the fellow you're referring to, if anything your description is too kind. I mean, with that name, it's reminiscent of a certain someone from Spanish history. Very interesting, please go on. I turned my stomach to tell you the details, but this Franco chap had his fingers in many distinctly un-Christian pies. The more he included me in his dealings, the harder it was to turn away. But I was a younger man then, and Franco was both physically intimidating and indulged a vicious temper. Eventually, I came to fear him just as the orphans did. I know that fear well, but couldn't you approach someone higher in the church? Let's go with the self-discipline here. Futile. Somehow Father Franco had become the proverbial golden boy. Go on. Worse was yet to come. Franco was enlisted by someone with grand ideas and the monetary backing to implement them. This mysterious benefactor encouraged the priests to form the Sons of Saint Caruso, a splinter sect officially approved by the church, but with no oversight. I suppose you can buy that for the right amount of silver, and whoever this fellow is had pockets. His pockets are bottomless. An excellent way to hide all manner of sins under the guise of devotion. By that point, I could no longer hide my distaste for Franco's endeavors. I was summarily dismissed and bluntly told I was lucky to walk away without a thrashing. Where did this... I'll ask that last, maybe. Where did the sect come from? Who is Saint Caruso? A little-known Catholic who was slain by the Moors in the 13th century. The story goes that he was a talented healer and carver of prosthetic limbs, but was prosecuted for trying to convert his patients. Could you be more specific about Franco's endeavors, as you term them? I can prove very little, but I can prove very little, but what I suspect could fill a ledger: prostitution, bribery of public officials, smuggling, anything wicked he seemed to have a hand in. And the missing orphans? I am certain Franco's nefarious benefactor is behind the disappearances, but of their whereabouts I have no idea. I'd be very careful about where and of whom you ask these questions. I think I've heard about all that I can stomach. You're a good man, Father. It's only a pity I wasn't a better one. I need some time to reflect on all of this further, but I've very much enjoyed our talk. God be with you, Atticus Daly. I vaguely recall Father Franco, but the rumor was he was called away on church business. I won't find him unless I know where to look first. Who would know about secret cults and hidden dealings? Is there anyone I know with a penchant for knowing things they shouldn't? Find a secret keeper. Interesting. Okay, I don't know who exactly that secret keeper would be. Hidden dealings of London. Okay. We'll find someone, I'm sure. Okay, then on we go to the docks and to the Crimson Herring Tavern, so we can see if our gin bet has paid off. I don't remember what the gin was called that we bet on. Something. What was it? Geordie Pride or something? I'm not sure. Something like that. Maybe I think something Geordie. I don't know what the other word in the name was, but I guess we can find out. A betting station. Did we lose the 4 shilling? Back already, China Plate. You just made the bet earlier today. Come back later. Okay, fine. Okay. So always bet on gin. Okay. Well, we'll check on it later. Maybe in the next chapter or something. Like the next time we play Atticus in another chapter, or maybe if there's like a noticeable time skip or something like that. So I guess let's take a look at the journal real quick. Always bet on gin. Later conversations. Just keep talking to people. I think we've talked to pretty much everybody outside of the Palladium. Gin collector, of course, that's a passive thing. Secret keeper. Maybe someone in the Palladium will know. Missing orphans. Confront Molly. Okay. Where's Molly again? Is she in the Palladium? Is she? I don't know. I don't know where exactly she is. The old crone. That's just something that happens passively, I guess. We don't have the money for the rent. Reconcile the past. That's the Palladium. Okay. Now where is Molly? Is she? Beggar's Lane is the Palladium and the Velvet Rose. Is Molly in the Velvet Rose? Ooh, I'm not sure. Tenter Street has Atticus's home and the Curiosity Shop. That's not it. Laundry and Red Lotus Bathhouse. I don't think that's where Molly is. Crimson Herring. We didn't see her there, so I suppose it's probably the Palladium. Let's go there. Let's go to Beggar's Lane, enter the Palladium, and see if we can find anything of note in there, or have like important conversations, something like that. There's just the overground station. There's a sewer grate. Paco Mendeles does not want to talk with us. I remember that much. There's a switch box that we don't want to mess with, out of fear of electrocution, I suppose, which is fair. I doubt this thing has an RCD or something with all the sparks flying everywhere. That thing would get tripped pretty damn quickly. Plus, you wouldn't really want that on an electric fence to begin with, because discharging towards ground is just something that it does, I suppose. Anything on the... Oh, the Masked Stranger is here. Anything at the code check? None of these codes compare to my performing magician's top coat with the gorgeous swallowtail bag. Yet another thing I hawk to cover my debts. Okay. Masked Stranger. So, have you done the needful? Bloody impressive. This fellow shows up everywhere. Bloody well true. That's right, at least I think so. Let's go with wit here. Good. With Matilda's name confirmed, we can all of us proceed. Theseus's corpse. What does he mean by all of us? Oh, but he's gone already. Blast. Okay, let's have some conversations in here. Lefty Braun, Clementine, Police Gazette. Here's Lefty Braun, the infamous jewel thief and all-around rogue. What a character. Lefty, how's tricks? Oh, right. Oh no, that's the Scottish one. Oh boy, oh boy. Can I complain, mate? Can I complain? There's a mark for every occasion and an occasion for every mark, eh? Still lighting up the tables. Oh, aye. But I don't know about the punters these days. Small in the tin, but big in the mouth. What about you? I keep my hand in, haven't been banned at any rate. Or trying to stay away. Lady Luck and I aren't bosom companions these days, just the opposite in fact. This is gonna lower our morale, this is gonna raise it, right? Or at least it's not gonna lower it. Aye, that don't come till they've got your watch and waistcoat. Then you'll be ready to kiss the cobbles. Something like that. I'm sorry about my absolutely horrible approximation of a parody of a Scottish accent. Let's ask about the courtesan killer. What do you think about this savage woman killer tearing up the East End? What I think is that the bloke ought to be strung up in Trafalgar Square and the Queen put on the black hood to pull the lever. I'd best leave it at that, or you won't think me a lady no more. But no idea who the culprit might be? Nah, I don't run in the same circles as pure lunatics. I've been in Dutch with Molly O'Malley for a long while now, hoping to square it before I end up in the chop. The Dutch means trouble. Okay, that makes sense. All I can say about our Mistress Molly is watch your back. She's as hard as they come, and near the forgiven sort. I think I'll push on now. Lefty, take care. She throws me a crisp salute. Clementine. Well, a wall of meat with a pair of horns on top. It must be old Master Daly. Have you gotten taller? I heard a bottle of gin calling my name and came to see what the trouble was. Have you gotten taller? Now there's the charm I was counting on. You don't look half bad yourself. What did you do? Pay off your debts? You know, I'd be a good sight taller if I hadn't broken my horn off in a rabble-rouser in here the other night. I'm sure the perpetrator was worse off. Fellow stumbled out with the tip still embedded. Not sure if he made it home, but I do want my horn back. Now then, ready for a drink? What I really need is to find out if she still has a connection at Benthal House. That's the pressing matter. Careful now. Whenever old Clem and I board this train, we always ride to the end of the line. If there's any more business to attend to, I'd best take care of that first. Okay, I'll have a drink. Remind me of what you've got. Alright, you dandy. Here's your ruddy choices. And don't forget our special offer tonight. Complimentary chips for gaming tables with your third drink. I guess it... What do we go for here? gin twist, I guess. Warm gin cocktail with lemon zest. Okay, sure. Look at the boy's eyes, like two nails chasing a magnet. Here, down this and get your head out of the clouds. To your health, Clementine. And to yours, Daily. Let's discuss the courtesan killer. Apparently some ladies of the night have gone missing and foul play is indicated. That'll be a tough one. That sort of girl is apt to wander and not leave a note. I was in the same line of work a while back, but I couldn't stick it. Why is that, Clementine? Not many toughers like being out-wrestled by a lady beneath the sheets. At least, least of all, a mower. Oh, a cow, okay. Now then, what'll it be to wash the day out of your mouth? I mean, about that, I mean, at this point, I'm on the internet. I think at this point, like, in like 100-something years, she'd probably be quite popular, I suppose. I'm going to pay for this later, but it feels like being pulled on a taut cable. I should have another tipple, if only to see where it takes me. Okay. A pink junipero? Here you go, old ginsop, to your health, Clementine. And may the bobbies forever be off your back. Let's mention the missing orphans. It seems Sacred Heart has mislaid a couple of small orphan children, Bertram and a Julie. The poor weak kids have disappeared, and as of now the bobbies are plain skunked. Skunked, okay, yeah, defeated in a game or competition. That makes sense. Well, whenever there's work to do, you'll find the coppers standing about touching each other's clubs. Truer words never spoken. But hold up, ain't Sacred Heart the same Bible lovers that raised you? Ah, never mind all that. You tell old Clem what'll take the sting off. I'm going to pay for this later. Oh, it's the same thing again, I guess. Whatever a Hucklebuff is. To your health. We could ask for advice. I've a problem that's been preying on me, Clementine. I've been searching for my mother for some while now, and I believe she's being held at Benthal House. I must get her out of there, but I'm at a loss as to how. That's a hard row, Master Daly, but maybe I could help you this time. You see, my maid Penny works at Benthal House. High security place it is, but I could ask her about how to get you inside. If this Penny girl could help, that would be smashing great news. Penny is some kind of highfalutin experimental scientist. Exactly what she does over there is a mystery to me, but she's a brainy one. I'll thank you for that, Clem, from the bottom of my pickled heart. Okay, I'd say you could thank me with a tip, but you look the opposite of flush right now. I'll bring it up with Penny later tonight when we're both done bootstrapping. Just keep in mind, I can't promise you anything. Come back tomorrow and we'll see what we can. Appreciate it, or spryness. If I have to wait till tomorrow, may as well hit the tables. Heavy drinkers get a free stack of chips, did you say? Appreciate it. Whoa, I'm sozzled, my dear, but not too sozzled for a dance with Lady Luck. Now about those gaming tables.